Hello everybody and welcome back to the Lion Ball Pool channel. My name is Max and we are continuing on with our little two-part series where me and Chris test out the Lion Ball Pool rules 2.0. At the end of the first episode, Chris was 3-1 up and we got a lot of new testing of that brand new rule where you have to hit a cushion first. And I must say, in this gameplay, you're going to see a bit of the other new rule where you can go into the out of bounds zone and then back into the scoring zone. So if you've never played Lion Ball before, make sure you subscribe. You can see new videos every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Usually we play tournaments, but this is more of a practice session. And we're just getting used to the new 2.0 rules, so make sure you go back and watch the last episode to see how we familiarize ourselves and how it will be going today. So again, this episode's starting very similar to the last with a big old cluster towards the side, a bit of a hard shot from me, and sadly I've hit the black. So if you've seen Lion Ball, you know that is a loss, and Chris goes to 4-1 up. That was a pretty lazy shot from me, and I do admit it at the time, but we're just testing new rules, so if you're going to make a mistake, this is the time to do it. So all is not lost. As we reset for the next game, remember that you have to come off 3 cushions to randomize the ball enough for the starting point, and it's another very difficult black ball to make sure you're hitting a cushion and getting near it to sort of hide your ball away. This is really tough, as me and Chris right now are actually discussing whether to potentially change the rule of how you spot the black at the start. So if you've got a new rule, let us know in the comments. We did get a comment previously from someone who suggested we should have 2 cushion contacts and roll it from the top of the sort of playing line down into the scoring zone. The only problem we had with that is that sort of whatever side you roll it from, it's always going to end up being on that side. So we certainly gave it a go. We've tried other ones as well, but we've still settled on this and we might change it. But yeah, from me, that shot gives me a reset. If I don't hit a cushion on this shot, I will lose this ball. It's again a bit light, but it just about makes it. So it does add a bit of jeopardy. In the last episode, we saw Chris lose a ball to that new rule. That's a beautiful attack shot. And as I said, attack shots have been largely totally unaffected by this rule change. To let you know, we'll be playing this series first to 6 wins. When one of us hits 6 points, it will end. And that's how we'll be doing it for today's episode. As Chris attempts to play a powerful attacking shot, he ends up turning it into what would be a brilliant pot. If this was any other sport but Lion Ball, then that would have been a glorious shot. However, it is Lion Ball, and therefore he loses. So it now goes to 4-2 as we get another black ball reset here, and it's gonna finish somewhere near the middle. Not too difficult for Chris there, as he looks over, evaluates all his options, and we'll see what Chris is going to go for. So yeah, here we go. He is taking a lot of time here, but this is fine. This is the practice session. This is what it's here for. This is not as fast-paced and high-octane as our usual league system games. And if you've never watched one of our competitions, again, make sure you subscribe. We upload tournaments throughout the entire year. And subscribing, liking, commenting, it goes such a long way. What a lovely attack shot from myself there to remove Chris's ball from the score zone and to leave mine in. And I think Chris is going to try the same. He does the same thing back at me, but he doesn't get his in the score zone. His is just outside, you can see there. So now it'll be me taking a shot. I go for an attack, but I get a horrible double kiss. I lose my own ball. But Chris's is also pretty difficult to get in. So this is a very bad 0-0 game at the minute. You don't see too many of those in Lion Ball. Chris's ball just settling in there, so we finally get a 1-0 score. I do think these new rules have slightly changed how we play the game, you know, and so we're just adjusting to it. And make sure you try Lion Ball for yourself, see if you think the new rules are good as well. That's a nice attack shot, goes back to 0-0 in this current game. Now, don't forget, we've got the new rule where you can go towards the out of bounds zone and then back in. So it's another creative way to try new things in line ball as Chris attacks mine and gets it out, but it's still 0-0. No balls in the score zone. I try it, I play a good one, and my yellow that you see there in the middle is in the score zone. So I'm finally scoring. Now, you'll see to the top left, I was just pointing, my yellows are blocked by that red at the minute, so I might play one of these new creative shots. Chris plays a shot there, and actually both of those reds are blocking my yellows, so I do have to go back here using the new rule to try and bring it in. I play my attempt here. However, I come off the jaw of the middle and it goes wasteful. Awful shot from me, but I'm just trying it. This is the first time I'd ever attempted one of those shots as well, and just getting the weighting and the angle right is so difficult, as Chris somehow doesn't hit the black. He tried to bring two in one shot and ended up getting nothing. Again, I'm going for the creative angle just to try new things out, see what I can do. And do you know what? Even though it's too hard and I don't get it in the score zone, that weight and that pressure was much better. So Chris's shot next, his final of this point, plays it, but he hits the black, and I celebrate there. My 4-3 now. So Chris still in the lead here, but it is now 4-3. That was a bit of a weird game, to be honest. Just going back and forth. It was low scoring for so long. Usually two line ball players who play a lot don't really have points like that very often. So yeah, a bit of an uncharacteristic game, but we were trying new things. You'll see here right now we just had a cut straight to this start of this game where I'm going to instantly lose it as well, and it goes to 5-3 to Chris. Instant loss for me. And the reason why we had a cutaway there is because someone came to ask me what line ball was, which was really nice. So we took a little pause to explain to them what the game was, how to play, all the rules. And if you've watched, if you subscribed, thank you for stopping by and asking what line ball was and joining in the conversation and having a go. So thank you. And I finally get a ball in the score zone there. Chris is now 5-3 up and winning very well against me. But I'm 1 point up in this game, and I have a very well-placed yellow. Oh, and somehow, you see Chris's reaction there, somehow he doesn't hit the black. That is genuinely one of the shots of the day, to be honest. What a brilliant shot from Chris. I try to bring both in, and I get none in. I'm out of practice with line ball. When we recorded this, I hadn't played much. I know it's an excuse, but I'm not playing my best line ball here. I know it. Chris is playing fantastic though, isn't he? So well done to Chris. He is well worth his winning points so far. But there's still room for me to come back, still time for me to come back. And I think that comeback starts now as Chris hits the black, as I was giving him big praise there. But then, sadly for Chris, he hits the black and it goes to 5-4. Now, the black is in a very different spot here. It is over towards the right. There's a bit of room to go around the back of it if any of us are tempted. But Chris is going first here. Don't know what shot he will go for. It's a difficult one. You might, with these new rules, I might be tempted to just go the other way and not go near it because it's just so risky. But Chris is going to try and go near it. He's looking that angle to see if he can go around the back. He's going to go backboard first. He knows he has the sort of 1 point grace for if it doesn't work, but it has worked, and it's a lovely shot for Chris. So well done to him. He is feeling very adjusted to these new rules now. So even though I invented line ball, it's good that we've now got rules that the players are feeling more comfortable and confident with. And it's not about making rules that just play to my skill set as the maker of line ball. It's about making the rules the most entertaining for you to watch and for everyone to play. Because I did make line ball. I'm the founder, but I shouldn't necessarily ever be the best line ball player. I'm not the best Q Sport player. I do it for a bit of fun, but seeing players get really good at my game is really rewarding for me. So thank you to every single person watching who has gone away and played line ball from watching a video. Nice attack shot there from Chris. He is 1 point up against me. It's looking like he could win it all right here. Oh, what a lovely attack shot from me though, but I don't score a point. It stays 1-0 in this game as Chris is going to try and remove my yellow entirely from play. which it's worked, it has, and he hasn't scored though, so it just stays 1-0. Such a low scoring game. I hit that shot very quickly, didn't I? No time down on the table for that. But again, I've blocked my own path. 0-0 again. Very weird games of line ball we've had today. Chris also going for attacks, but we're just not quite getting the line of it. I'm going to go to shoot back. I've had to get rid of all of the balls that were in the out of bounds zone because I need to use that space. Here we go. Let's see if this one can be a bit better than the last ones. Yep, that's much nicer. No, it isn't. I hit the middle pocket jaw again, and sadly, well, first you can see me getting all the balls jammed in the corner there, but what a terrible shot. I really need to get my angles better for that kind of shot. And Chris has an awful double kiss. We have really fallen down in our line ball today. The first half I think was quite good, but this second half we've struggled with a little bit. And then Chris hits the black, and it goes to 5 points to 5. Unlucky for Chris. We're going to a decider. First to 6 wins. You may be thinking, Max, did you make first to 6 just to make sure that you got a chance? But no, we said it beforehand, so Chris knew that he needed the wins, but maybe that's why there's a bit of pressure, because you only need one more win to get over the line. But at the end of the day, this is just a training session for a bit of fun. So let me know once again in the comments if you've enjoyed this video so far, if you enjoy the different vibe, the different style. This is a much more casual line ball pool episode today, just testing out some new bits and bobs. And we will be continuing to innovate some rules. We've already recorded the Line Ball League qualifiers as of the time of me doing this audio, and there are already some changes beyond this that we'll be incorporating. So you'll be having another one of these training session videos in the new year too, which is very cool. Saying the new year at this time feels a bit odd because we've still got so much time to go. But yes, here we go for the final point of the day. This is the last one. First to 6 gets the win. I am starting with a nice shot from across, but I've got a little bit too much heat on it. And in my very first shot, as you can see from my reaction, disappointed in myself and my terrible posture there as well as I'm leaning on the table. Chris gets the win. Chris wins the series, and we give a gentlemanly handshake to say well done to Chris for winning the first training session. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next video.